they put out, a Ragnaros or some shit. And
Hmm.
like the weakest matchup is handlock. So if you're against a handlock and you can actually play a Sylvanas potentially against their giants, and you give yourself a chance. Whereas if you don't, you basically rely on drawing your shadow or death, and sometimes that doesn't happen.
Yeah. All right.
And defender. All right.
All right. Shall we intro this thing?
Sure.
Since I'll probably throw it up on the YouTube, or this, this will probably be the after show this week for the patrons.
There you
Since there's no Joss to hang around with me afterwards.
go. Yeah. And I got to do my torture cast, so.
It's funny when to someone who doesn't know what the show is called, you make it sound like it's just, oh, this is a show that's a torture to do. Like,
Yeah.
how to do my torture
Oh,
cast?
my fucking torture cast. It's the worst.
All right. Well, hello everyone. If you listened to this week's Angry Chicken, you heard us talking about the Temple Priest. So Dills and I thought we would get together before the show, although for a lot of you, you'll be seeing this after the show, and play some games with said Tempo Priest. So, Dills, you can see my screen. Everything's working fine.
Yes. And then you were doing like the exact version
Yeah.
from the article. Okay.
Yeah.
Just so I know exactly what
got an
cards are
article
potentially
up.
going to be drawn.
Yeah. Well, by the time people hear this, your article will be up over on hearthhead.com.
It's up.
Oh, it's up already.
It's
Okay.
up now. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Pretty much, Jarek puts that thing up like instantly. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that man gets stuff done.
So you noticed that there wasn't one the week I was sick, but there wasn't one a week before that too because of something else. But anyway, I wrote one on Hunter, and then this was like right before they announced all the changes. So I was basically like, I don't know if this even like it was like the day of. I just
Yeah. Now,
decided not
granted
to put it up.
that balance change hasn't been implemented yet, but
No.
everyone's pretty much acting like it's live.
Yeah, but at this point, it's if I'd have put that up, that article would have a shelf life of a week. So what I'm gonna do, I think, and Jarek had a good idea, was alter it a little bit, talk about why the Hunter deck might have needed to be changed, and use it as an example to kind of explain the changes and my opinion on them.
Okay.
I guess we'll talk about that on the show today, right?
Yeah,
I haven't talked about it yet.
That'll probably come up. Yeah. just I'm just guessing here. It's not like I write the show notes ahead of time or anything.
No.
We just hit record and whatever
Yeah.
falls out of our mouth is the show, right? That's
Yeah.
how we do it. Yeah. Anyway, so I got the deck up here so folks can take a look at it. And if you want to hear about it more in depth, go listen to Angry Chicken episode number 45, because that's going to be the strategy segment. But it's here for your purposes. But we were thinking we would just go ahead and play a ranked game with it.
Yeah, let's go.
It. Which means everyone will see how much I've been slacking in ranked play. Because a little game called Destiny came out.
Destiny.
I've been playing the hell
I've
out of
heard
it.
people rave about that game, and I've heard people say it's just terrible.
It is deeply, deeply flawed.
Yeah,
but
I heard it's fun.
I'm
regardless.
enjoying the shit out of it. Like, there's a lot of problems with it, but it's still totally scratching the itch I wanted it to scratch.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been telling people who've been asking my opinion that it's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, shoot, it's Halo again. But
Yeah, but it's like the Halo MMO.
with some MMOs.
But since it's MMOified, it's a little less good because, as you would expect, because to have that type of, whatever. We're not here to talk about Destiny. Screw Destiny. I spent enough time playing that game. Let's take Mr. Tempo Priest into a ranked game. So let's mulligan phase. What am I looking for? What's a good hand? What's a good opening hand with the Tempo Priest?
Well, ideally you want an Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one thing you're looking for. Undertaker is basically this game is, in Hearthstone in general, over time has kind of evolved. There's like all these combo decks for a long time. There's still a few combo decks, but there's not quite as many. Like, people are going more towards this tempo-based play, and what that leads to inevitably is this kind of snowball effect. So
Okay.
Undertaker is like the #1 snowball-y kind of card out there.
Okay, so we definitely don't want to hang on to Shadow Word Death.
No.
It is a druid. He could be a ramp druid, but...
I think you honestly don't want to keep Harvest Golem either because you're going to probably rather play Dark Cultist anyway.
Yep.
And even potentially we dump the Loot Hoarder to give us a better chance to get the... Because we can coin into the Dark Cultist if we get the 1-drop we want.
That's a good point.
So that's also an option. So I would probably just... I want to really get that Undertaker if I can.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get.
Well, hello, Mr.
Hey,
Undertaker.
there it is. Could have kept the Loot Hoarder, but...
yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna
it would have
drop
been
my
nice, but
settings.
still, we've got the coin into.
I think doing a screen share plus streaming plus everything else
is
chugging it a bit.
I can watch on the the stream's gonna be pretty delayed.
Yeah, it'll be delayed. So we definitely want to play our Undertaker here. Just slam that sucker right on the board.
Yeah. Get that bad boy down. And then of course you don't use the coin because you're gonna need the coin to get the cultist out. If you draw a Haunted Creeper though, I would hold on to the coin. If you draw a Haunted Creeper or Loot Hoarder, I would go ahead and play those.
Okay. I wouldn't.
Because you never know. I mean, the coin is nice to have as kind of flexibility, and so if you don't need to use it, there's really no point using it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is going to ruin his plan when you.
Okay, so go ahead and coin out our Dark Cultist.
Unfortunately, we don't have a solid turn 3 in our hand yet, but we do have Power Word Shield, which could
potentially
smooth things out for us. Yeah.
We can beef up our Undertaker even more and heal him if we needed to, if we don't draw anything with the Power Word Shield.
And here's an interesting point about this deck. You often don't want to use a Power Word Shield on the Cultist because him dying is fine. Especially if you got another creature on board. If there's no other creature on board and you need to use it, go ahead and use it. But usually he's not the option when you have a couple of guys. Wow. Oh. You still Power Word Shield first because draw the card.
Yep.
Because you use up all your mana. Yep. Oh my god, this is getting real good. So this is what I was talking about. This is the snowball effect.
So there is Defender of Arguses in here, so I probably want to put
and I would probably Defender between Haunted Creeper and Cultist. So yeah, put them next to each other and leave the... Because your Undertaker, you don't want to die. You want him to keep growing and doing damage.
Right.
Wow. What a good draw that was, huh? It's like...
Now again,
what do you do if you're the druid?
Yeah, now again, turn 4, don't really have a play. Oh, there goes Christmas. Okay. You had a good run, Undertaker. No one's gonna... Oh, okay. So
honestly, that didn't do that much for him. I mean,
now here we get into your sticky situation because we don't really have a play here.
Yeah, but we're a trading deck. I think you go ahead and just dump your 1/2. Keep your Haunted Creeper as something that will develop tokens when it dies.
Okay.
Use the Cultist and the now silent.
Sack the Undertaker to get this guy off the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's 4 damage, but you're exactly getting rid of a creature, and it can heal your Cultist up.
Oh, shoot. I did myself.
Heal the Cultist for sure.
Oops.
You're at 29 health, so you don't really care about your own health. Although, maybe you just backed into an awesome play. Maybe on the next turn, you draw a Northshire Cleric, and he plays something with 1 health, and then you get to draw 2 cards. I don't know. We'll see. Well, so here's oh, he's not going to. Okay. I guess that's a swipe then.
And
so the heal wouldn't have mattered if it is swipe. Oh, what? Okay, buddy. I was gonna say if you swipe face right now, then board Warlord here.
Yep.
Is to go back to school.
Just didn't matter either way.
You got options between Sludge Belcher and Lotheb. I don't know. What do you think?
I would be tempted to go Sludge Belcher.
Yeah,
because even if he dies, I get the 1/2, and then if he doesn't die, then Lotheb on top of having a Sludge Belcher out is just painful.
Yeah. I play the Sludge Belcher too, just because timing the Lotheb is more important.
Yeah.
On a turn when I would rather play Lotheb when I have a couple guys on board. That way I basically turn his removal off,
Right.
In this turn, he still could be playing 1 creature against your 1 creature, and it's not really doing as much for you.
Yep. I hate having to deal with other people's sludge belters, man.
Yeah, it sucks because, you got this sweet Cabal Shadow Priest, but you can't actually... Well, you could set up something for next turn, but we'd be Holy Novaing, and I don't know if I like Holy Novaing right now. I think you just Power Word Shield your dude first and see what you get.
I like that idea. Undertaker. Oh, so we could actually play him and the Dark Cultist.
And the Dark Cultist. That's really good. And then you can heal. And I'd probably, what I'd do is I'd attack his Sludge Belcher and then heal your Sludge Belcher. Because you're basically getting, your Sludge Belcher is essentially taking 1 damage to do.
So you're saying play Undertaker and don't play Dark Cultist? Because we don't
No, I'm saying play both of them.
We don't
sorry, you don't have a mana because of that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So to just attack and then...
Yeah, go ahead and attack. You're actually fine to attack because it leaves you at 4.
Then drop the Undertaker, then drop the Dark Cultist.
And then next turn, you actually got the ability to likely steal his little slime dude. That's not the ideal target, obviously, but
right. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like taking something and getting that 4 or 5 out on the board as quickly as possible is your biggest turn.
If he plays another keeper, that'd be a great time.
That'd be fantastic.
Great time to play the Shadow Priest.
Yeah. The other option too is, depending on what you draw here, you might want to even go with something like a Holy Nova to clear the board. Because what you can do a lot of times, you can swing in a little bit and then Holy Nova, and then you get like awesome trades. Yeah. Your dudes don't die.
Well, we can get a 2/3 slime with taunt next turn. Or
actually, I like taking a 2/3 slime with taunt.
We might get the defender too, though. It's a chance.
Ooh. No, you take what you want with the.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So take slime.
All right. So let's who we want. What do we want to kill this? Or I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But take one of the slimes. Play your Haunted Creeper. You're gonna buff your Undertaker even more.
Don't have enough mana for that.
Oh crap! I keep thinking that we have.
Math is hard.
That's all right.
I think we killed this slime with the Dark Cultist. We killed this slime with our Undertaker, and we just swing for 1 to the face.
And you could actually, because I don't think cards even matter here. You could actually even circle a healing here and just have a fully healed board.
I don't hate that idea because we don't even have a Soul Priest in our hand.
Yeah, I'd just go ahead and go for it. Let's just protect this board that we've got.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's live dangerously with 0 mana heals. Let's live dangerously.
I mean, yeah, it's debatable whether that's the correct play, but I kind of like protecting the dudes we have.
Yeah. What's he gonna do with his pretty Ice Crown card backs that I am also rocking? What's he gonna do?
By the way, right now is the finals of the VGVN.
There are so many Hearthstone tournaments going on right now that it is hard for me to keep track of them.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. It's Savage versus Nerea.
Huh.
I think both of these gentlemen are, so far, still in the running for BlizzCon, too.
What did he Starfire?
4/5. He should Starfire the 4/5, yeah. And then he's going to finish this off with that. Okay.
It was his own slime anyway. I can live with that.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got Zombie Chow, Hunted Creeper, Lotheb.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
That's pretty good, man.
I agree.
I think you just go for it. And at this point, I think we have now become the beatdown deck.
Yep.
The 2/1 is going to trade with the 1/2 regardless, so just hit him in the face, I think.
I'm going to put this next to a Cultist just in case I draw into a defender. Good. So just trade the slime.
Just swing
right?
face, man. Swing face. Because he can't use spells next turn. I mean, he could use a swipe, but it would cost, 9 mana? So it'd be his entire turn if he swiped?
Yep. And it wouldn't even... What would he kill? He could kill the Cultist.
He'd kill the Cultist, which would then buff something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good for him. Oh, this is interesting. Whoa! Lord of the Arena makes an appearance.
Let's see. Do we win? I think we win.
4, well, you get... 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10...
No, you definitely win with
done
the shadow,
now.
The Shadow Word deck. Yeah. Well played, sir. Well played.
So that's how you play Tempo Priest.
Yeah. That was basically a breeze. I mean, you got the perfect opener, obviously,
Right.
which is the Undertaker. When you get the Undertaker into any other Death Rattle minion, then you just keep rocking it. Play another one.
Let's do it. Let's see if we can get a not ideal hand to see how we can claw our
try
way
to
into the game.
Work with that. We also haven't shown like the drawing potential. We never drew a cleric once in that game.
No, we didn't, which is I don't know what this is completely like has nothing to do with anything. It's statistically wrong, but I feel like every time I play a priest, I always get a Northstar cleric on my opening hand. I don't know why, but it seems to always happen to me.
Okay, so going first, we really want that Undertaker.
Definitely don't want to hold on to that.
I would dump everything, actually. I'd give myself the best chance I can to draw that Undertaker.
All right.
Or a Zombie Chow. You really want to, like with this deck, you want to play something on turn 1.
Hey!
Boom!
And we've got a two drop with Death Rattle.
Yes, we do.
Turn 2. So much for trying to get a game with a non-ideal hand. I guess we could have kept that hand if that's what our real goal was. But, yeah, I'm going to just slam down that Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
And then turn.
I mean, this is what this deck does. This deck plays something on every turn. It never, ever just doesn't have a play. And that's what makes it so good.
Loot Hoarder.
So here's what sucks here is that he's going to kill your Loot Hoarder. I kind of want to just pop that bubble while we have the chance to.
Okay. So pop it with the 2/3?
Yeah, because it's unlikely that he's going to then find a way to kill the Undertaker anyway.
It's turn 2 for a Paladin. He has a coin, but... Ooh.
And what this sets up is the ability to just go ahead and play the Northshire and heal anyway in the next turn, which you would do regardless, but it's an attack that's going to end up happening. We might as well just take it now.
That's a good thought.
I don't see him coming up with a way to kill this Undertaker either way. So it's likely he's going to just trade the 1/1 to your 2/1. That's fine because you draw a card. Oh, there it is. Direwolf. Wow. This is an interesting... it's
the exact card you needed.
Interesting take on Paladin. I've not seen this before. Well, now you just trade and see what you draw before we do anything else. That's weird.
Zombie Chow.
Let's see. Still hasn't used coin. He could play like a True Silver or something next turn. I think go ahead and just pop them both out.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do with the extra 2 mana if you don't play one of these? Well, now I wish we hadn't done that. But I've not seen a palette. I guess we're at rank 19, so we can't really expect that every deck's going to be something we've seen before.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff gets weird. Scarlet Crusader. Speaking of
this is a bubbly paladin here.
Maybe his deck is named Bubble Hearth.
You know what would be awesome right now is if we drew a Circle of Healing. That would be amazing. Because then you could Defender both of them, kill that 3/1, and then draw 2 cards.
Oh, that would be delightful.
Would be sick. Come on, Circle, off the top. As soon as this guy knows his turn is over.
Dude, you're at 0 mana. Let's go.
He's deciding whether to use the coin Avenge or something like that.
He's a bot.
I don't think bots ever do this, though. I don't think bots ever don't go.
Okay. Well, I think we still Defender here.
I think you still Defender, but you just go face.
Yep.
The only thing we're worried about if we go face here is we're worried about...
him killing the Zombie Chow?
Blood Knight, which I would expect him to be playing in a deck with a bunch of Divine Shields.
Yeah.
But whatever. If he has it, he has it. We have a Shadow Word Death anyway to kill it.
Yep.
But if you trade, you basically set yourself up for a Consecrate, and you don't get the damage. Nope.
Silencing now.
Can't attack that after you silence.
Not how it works, buddy. Screwed that up.
Oh.
You're damn right it was a mistake.
That's pretty cool.
What?
The Northshire Cleric can actually do some drawing now.
Okay, so what do we do here? Let's see. We got.
Well, I think play it, kill the 2/1 with your 1/3.
Heal the 1/3.
Yeah. Like kill the owl with your silenced cleric.
Okay.
And then heal him up and draw a card.
Power word shield.
Perfect.
Now, who would you throw that on? Zombie Chow?
Yeah, pop it on the Chow. Show.
If he dies, that's a heal I don't want him
and
to
then
have.
Now you can actually go through to the face, because I would have said kill the 1/1 because you protect your Zombie Chow, but well, actually, you know what? Still,
I would do it with the defender.
The problem here is you still set yourself up for consecrate. Either way.
If not,
just go face. Just go face.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would have gotten rid of the token with the 2/3.
Yeah, but either way, the consecrate does the same thing.
No, because consecrate's 2 damage. So if we got rid of,
but you would lose the 2/2.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
You would still lose the 3/6.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the divine shield.
I don't know. It's debatable. Either way, I think it's fine. But I think right now we just take place damage.
Yep.
Actually, no. Either way, you would only lose 1. So either way is fine.
This is such a strange deck too. It's hard to read.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming he's just a dude with a bunch of bubbles and blood knights and stuff. That's what it seems to be so far. Or it's just whatever cards this guy actually has on his free.
I was about to say. There's a good chance there's just no.
Yeah.
There it is. A blessing of kings.
Bam. So you're gonna lose the Chow either way. Well, we're definitely gonna kill that.
Yep. Shadow Word Death. That leaves us with 3 mana. So we just call him.
I kind of want to take another card off while we still have the cleric on board, because who knows how much longer we'll have him.
So Shadow Word Death, ping, and then heal the silenced.
Yeah, let's do the ping and heal first, though, just because.
See what card we get.
Best practices are to always draw first before you do anything. If you've counted your mana up.
Yep, there's Mr. Cairn.
So it doesn't change anything really, but that's just setting good habits,
Proper Hearthstone etiquette by Billy Dills Gregory.
If we've mapped our turn out and part of that turn involves drawing a card, you should do the thing that draws you the card before you do the other thing. Even though you're probably not going to change what the other thing is, it's just still correct.
Ready.
But yeah, while we've got that cleric, we want to take full advantage.
So much divine shield.
Because that's our last cleric, you know what I mean? So.
Right.
Ooh, listen. If I was him, well, no, I'm okay with what he did there. That's actually okay. Although I don't know about if I like trade. I guess you're just basically essentially trading the coin in for another card.
Yeah, but he just cycled the card right there.
Yeah. Because so our options are, I like using all of the mana here if I can. So the options are
we could do Lotheb Loot Hoarder to use all the mana, and that's really our only option.
Well, there's Lotheb Loot Hoarder. There's also Dark. No, you're right. Lotheb Loot Hoarder is absolutely the best one, because otherwise you're healing yourself for 1, which I don't care about.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lotheb Loot Hoarder, kill the 4/2. Shut. Here's actually another interesting thing. This is kind of a general rule. It doesn't always apply, but if you're wondering where to place creatures and you have buffing type of minions in your deck, you usually put the weaker ones in the middle and the stronger ones on the outside, because you're more likely to buff the weaker ones.
And protect the stronger ones.
Yeah. Like in a zoo deck, you're always putting all your little guys in the middle, because then you can put Direwolf Alpha in between them and then kill them off, and other stuff moves in,
All right, so we've got a Guardian of Kings that needs to be dealt with, and no delightful way to deal with it.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you defender and you kill it, and then you
go to face.
Do we want to heal it back up? I kind of want to heal it back up, because otherwise it dies to consecrate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you Defender, you kill it, and then you just heal your Loatheb. Otherwise, you're basically playing a Harvest Golem or a Dark Cultist, which those are fine too. But I like keeping this guy out of Consecrate range, kind of ensuring you'll have a board next turn.
Yep.
I mean, the other two kind of get that same job done, but also we don't need to overextend either here. We've already got a nice board. We can keep some cards back. We don't have to put everything out on the board. It's gonna die anyway, but whatever.
He still took 6 damage.
This is true.
Well,
oh, he's out of here.
Tapped out.
I mean, that was a pretty obvious game we were going to win. It was just going to be, continuing to build and control the board.
Yeah, indeedy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he had a chance to come back there. All right, so that's 2 games now, 2 wins.
Yep.
Let's see how far we can go with this thing. We got about 25 minutes before showtime.
Yeah, we're good. We can definitely squeeze in another one. And with just you and me tonight, there'll be less people yapping, so it'll probably be a shorter show.
Oh, you know that Jocelyn, she's always yapping.
Last week's show was like an hour, like a hard hour. We were like, wow.
Really?
This is a lot shorter when there's only 2 people.
You guys had Chris on too, didn't you?
Yeah, but Chris is only on for the beginning, so.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, they don't even have the mulligan for the Undertaker.
Nope, already got it. However, I think you're going to mulligan both of those to try to get a 2-drop. Even though you like the Harvest Golem, you want to give yourself a chance to get that perfect 1-2.
We have enough other death rattle in this.
Yeah, you actually have a lot of 3s, and the 2s you only have 4 of, so you want to give yourself a... You could even also get another 1 here.
Oh!
Pretty sweet.
Oh.
Well, that didn't work out, but that's okay.
I was about to say, we have enough other death rattle in this deck that I feel comfortable in. While we did get death rattle, those are not the cards I was looking for.
They're too high costed, but they'll be nice when we get there.
That's true. And we're a priest, so we'll probably get there.
Oh yeah, against the shaman.
Oh come on.
We got one more chance at it. You still slam it.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Yeah. No, you play to your outs.
There's a really good kind of demonstration of playing to the outs on the tournament here, where a guy was playing a Miracle Rogue, and he basically had no good play. He hadn't drawn an Auctioneer, so he played Leroy and hit face and concealed it, and actually got the Blade Flurry he needed to clear everything the next turn and get the lethal.
Oh, that's dope.
Play. Yeah.
All right, so just
this worked out.
Harvest Golem.
Yep, this worked out. But it was it looks like, oh, he top decked and he got so lucky. But actually what he did was he realized like the only way to win is to top deck one of these few cards that I know will get me the win. And so I have to put myself in a position where if that happens, I win. And if I don't play to that, then I have no chance. So it's like in poker where it's like, I know I'm actually behind right now, but my best chance to stay in this tournament is to go all in right now anyway.
Right. Loot Hoarder Power Word Shield first.
I don't think we're actually going to Power Word Shield because I think we're going to heal. So let's just use all of our mana and Loot Hoarder.
Okay.
Kill the 1/1. I would kill the 1/1 because you don't want to let him do something like a Flame Tongue Totem.
Right.
So use the Golem, and then you heal the Golem. I mean, just because next turn we may have that 1 extra mana that makes it fit, whereas this turn we only had the 2-drop. We would have been hoping to have drawn a 1 mana card with that Power Word.
Yeah.
And like at any moment later on, we've got this 1 mana like we can squeeze in to a turn that doesn't quite fit. It's actually I put that in the article too that in general with this deck you want to try to use all your mana every turn exactly because that means you're getting kind of the most value out of all the cards.
That's a good point.
It's going to be an Urshock? Whoa, Frost Shock!
Level 18, man, low ranks. Weird stuff.
Holy crap.
Weird stuff in the low ranks.
Weird stuff, man. Urshock would have been better. Would have denied the draw. Well, this is pretty obvious.
Sludge Belcher.
Oh, yeah.
Slam that sucker. Make my minions grow.
Snowballing this dude. Oh, man.
Oh, I need to get a soundbite of Rita from the Power Rangers, man.
It's going to be sweet, too, because next turn you've got the potential to either drop Cairn, or maybe you draw a Dark Cultist and you go Harvest Golem Dark Cultist. And then you have a 6/7.
Yeah, it's just it's a win-win-win situation.
Yeah, this guy's pretty screwed right now.
Mana Tide.
Mana Tide. You know, I think that's the one totem we're going to ignore.
Oh, we could also potentially Harvest Golem.
Well, we could actually, no, you know what? You take
Word.
his Mana Tide totem is what you do.
Take his...
All Shadow Priest, take his Mana Tide totem.
All
and
right.
then you start drawing cards.
Let's do it, man.
Such a dick move.
Go for broke.
So good. Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the...
Such a dick move. Yep, he's out of here.
That's unfortunate for him.
Poor Veneno.
I think we can do another one before the show.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of time, man. Cue it up, dude.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
We'll get you up to rank 10 before the show. Watch.
What you drinking tonight?
I got a Beck's here, but then I bought a cider. I don't usually drink cider, but sometimes when I'm around the house, it's like having a beverage. A nice, refreshing beverage.
I haven't had a cider in years.
Okay. You know what's funny about this deck, too, is we really do want to go first with this deck.
Yeah.
So I think we actually keep one Cultist and then get rid of everything else.
I'd agree with that.
Because you can coin the Cultist on turn 2. If we had drawn, like, Undertaker and Loot Hoarder and we had both Dark Cultists, I would say keep both of them because turn 2 Dark Cultist, turn 3 Dark Cultist is really good.
Yeah.
But in this case, we want to try to get that Undertaker. Have we had a game where we started without the Undertaker?
Nope, and we're not having one now.
Oh my god.
Holy crap. We're getting honestly, I kind of want to have one without one. We're getting lucky. Like,
oh my god.
Oh, what the what?
Well, we could do the Dream Undertaker Coin Zombie Chow opening.
I almost want to do a turn 2 Dark Cultist, but
yeah, here's the thing though. Our turn 2 could be really set up to heal.
Yeah.
One or two minions we have out.
That's a good point.
I think you have to do it when you have this play.
Yep. Yeah, I think we do it.
When you have this play, it's just there's no like turn 2 Cultist, but turn 1 double 2 3. This is like a zoo opener.
Where is your god now, Shaman?
And I'll bet you he's just going to totem too. Watch. That's the problem with Shaman right now. They need to figure out. They need to start making Undertaker decks, Shaman.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah, because it's like odd, like the way Shaman works. Everybody is so hell bent on using all of the good Shaman cards that I think they forget that it's not working. Although they may be back once Hunters are gone. Because I think Handlock's going to come back, and that means Shaman's going to come back. There you go. The old totem. Well, I think we kill it.
Yep.
Might as well. The 2 damage doesn't really mean anything right now, especially because you got a Chow on board. Would have been sweet if we'd have drawn a Loot Hoarder or a Haunted Creeper there.
That would have been wonderful.
Yeah.
Soul Priest, I love you, but not right now. Not right now.
Although, you've got the Circle, and the Soul Priest is really good to have, because now you know you can clear the board if things get hairy.
Yeah.
Nope.
And
really foresee things getting hairy, though, to be quite honest.
And then if the Zombie Chow's still alive, it does damage instead of
That's true, actually. You could play on turn 4. So that's actually a really good point. What you should do is play Dark Cultist, and then kill the 1/1 with Chow, get it down to a 2/2, and then next turn, let's say he plays something where you can sack the Chow. You're actually going to do damage rather than heal. So
hopefully he doesn't have a lightning storm.
Even that he'd have to roll high on 2 different guys. So
Right,
that wouldn't be too bad. Actually, he can't even kill those because he doesn't have enough mana to get a spell power.
Totem, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so only the Chow would die, which would bring him back up to 30 health, but we would still have.
That's fine.
Board control.
And in that scenario, you'd probably just do something like Defender of Argus.
Ah, silence.
Silence. Well, got a couple options here. I think you can just trade the 3/4 and then play the Akanai. However, I think you might want to Akanai first, because if the Akanai gets buffed, that would actually be the best one.
Oh, that's a good point. Yep, I like that.
Yeah. So play the Akanai first, and then go ahead and trade the 3/4 for the 4/3.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Worst
all right.
possible.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I would say, though, is I think what I would have done is probably put the Akanai on the left or right instead of the middle, because you got the Defender, but and then Defender would probably go between the other two.
No, that's a good point.
Likely. But I don't think that's actually going to come into play. I don't think you're going to play Defender next turn.
Lightning Storm.
Yeah.
It'll kill just the Chow. And it'll do damage to him.
And it'll do damage to him. I wonder if you realize that.
I don't think he did.
I don't think
because that was a
either.
terrible play.
I don't think he understood what was going to happen.
No, that was... one more mana we could have stole without us.
Sweet. So, Blue Tongue, the reason that we didn't trade the Undertaker and Chow is because we want to get the buff off of the other dude. So
yeah, Dark Cultist is
that's kind of what he's there for.
He's worth dying.
And I'd like to keep more bodies on board if I can.
Argus?
I think actually you could keep everything right now. I think you play the Haunted Creeper on the left, far left, and then you heal the 1/1 to kill it.
Okay.
Because we should be able to get Argus value at any point later on.
That's a good point.
No. No. Heal his 1/1.
Oh. I just did what he did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
always got to remember that Aconite. Now you have to kill it with
Gotta get rid of it. Oh, man. He said
don't compound it by circle of healing.
To kill him. Like, heal. I thought you said heal the 1/1.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, people are seeing this. It's embarrassing. This is like the Alone Embarrass, except there's people here to see it.
Oh, don't buff it. Don't buff it.
No.
Yes. Earthshock does not buff it. Freaking sweet, dude. We'll take that.
Yep. Thank you. Come again. I'm glad that misplay didn't really matter.
No, I don't think it did, but 78 people witnessed it.
So. Oh, yeah. And
so it did matter.
Plenty more when this goes up on YouTube.
Yeah, this is what happens, though. When you stream, you open yourself up for all your misplays to be public.
This is why I play video games, not online.
Okay. That's actually really good that he just hexed that, because when we draw stuff like Cairn and Sylvanas, those get to stick.
Yep.
This is going to be actually a really good defender turn here.
Buff the creeper and the elemental.
You need to buff the elemental, because you have to use it to kill the whatchamacallit.
The searing toad, flame tongue. Sorry.
Yeah.
Searing is the 1/1.
I would like to buff the frog, honestly, but
we could drop the cultist and buff him first, because we won't need a buffed creeper to get rid of the 1/1 once the flame tongue's down.
That is actually true. Let's do that, because actually we want him to have to go through the cultist.
Yep.
So let's do that.
And that's a solid turn.
This is a pretty good board here. Lightning Storm doesn't take care of this. Maybe he could do some sort of like Spell Power Totem, Lightning Storm, Forked Lightning type of thing here. But that seems unlikely.
Yeah.
He already used his Blood Mage, so he'd have to luck a 1 out of 4. Then he'd have to roll decent on the 2/3.
And then the question is, do you fork lightning before or after the lightning storm? Because if you do it after, you've got 2/2/2 or 2/1/1s.
Yeah.
Also, who the hell plays forked lightning?
Nobody. Yeah. Well, some people, but nobody. It's not a good card, honestly.
No.
Because in the end, it costs you 3 mana to do what a cleave does. You know. And a cleave is 2 mana, so it's like you look at cleave and you're like, what the hell? Why would I pay 3 mana to do this? Is this another hex?
Lava burst.
Oh, lava burst.
All right.
Ooh, low Sludge Belcher. Yeah, I think it's probably just Sludge Belcher. Kill it, heal your dude.
Not a bad play.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Again, a good board. We're really not drawing Northshire Clerics though, are we?
I was gonna say the only most card draw we've gotten in these series of games have been from our opponent's Mana Tide Totem.
That's right, yeah. Okay, so this is totally fine because you got the Shadow Word. Okay, but first we're gonna do this.
Yep.
I think actually the 3/8 is big enough. Let's Power Word something else. The 1/1 probably.
I'd be tempted to do the frog.
Do the frog, yeah. Just give yourself another.
Give him more.
Yeah,
help.
but this guy actually could maybe attack a couple totems or something.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and kill that. You know, I think you just pop down both of those guys. I mean, honestly, we're not really worried about our board getting lost here.
Yeah.
What you could do is you have the Zombie Chow out in an attackable form to be able to do 5 damage next turn. I mean, right now, without getting the card draw engines that you're supposed to normally get, which is, I mean, we're getting the Undertaker. I'm not complaining, but normally with this deck, I'm not this card starved. It's kind of interesting how it's turned out.
Yeah.
I'd much rather get the. Oh, that's game.
We win.
Oh yeah. Do the Zombie Chow kill. Run that into one of those guys.
All right. What is that again? 5?
Yeah.
So I need 1.
And then boom.
Good night, sir.
Nice.
All right.
So 4-0.
Yep.
All easy victories.
Just in
Not
time.
A single one was tough.
Just in time for the Angry Chicken. Well, that was absurd.
Yeah. So is that the first time you played the deck, or did you play it at all before?
Oh, that specific deck? No. I've played Kibler's old Undertaker deck a bit, which is similar, but
his had like Death Lords and shit for a while, and
but
he's gone. There's a couple of interesting things about this deck, and we'll talk about them on the show. But one thing is no Thought Steal in a priest deck, which is like crazy. People are like, "What? No Thought Steal?" Yeah. It's because it's not really meant. Like, I don't want to Thought Steal a couple of your cards that don't fit the theme of the deck. You know.
Oh yeah.
Everything in this deck is supposed to be there because it does stuff to the other stuff. So.
Right. Like there's almost no one-ofs with the exception of Shadow Word Death, Holy Nova, and your legendaries.
And these are also you could argue in favor of doubling up on any of these. Honestly, you could do something like, dump the Shadow Words if you're playing a lot of zoos. You could add the other Cabal Shadow Priest if you're playing a lot of zoos. There's like a lot of things you can do. I just ended up at this exact kind of format of it after playing a lot in this meta. So that's just how it is now. It obviously changes over time. That's how every deck works anyway.
Oh, cool.
All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab that cider and
sweet.
Then I'll be ready to rock.
Sounds good. And that'll give me time to set up for the show.